Hey everybody, it's Jane Johnson. I thought I'd just introduce you on how to use the portal. We also have a sister app called Go Agent, which corresponds with both. So every time you favorite a property, when you go back to our dashboard, we can see the properties you're like. And this is very important in how you use the system because we want to work together as a team and make sure that I know what's going on with properties that you like. Now we can change the frequency of these emails that we send out. They can be daily, twice daily, once a week, once a month, whatever works for you. You just let us know. Uh, what's most important here is communication so that we are in touch with each other and know what your priorities are and how we can best help you. Okay, so we're going to share the screen. So first of all, I've set up the search and I'm setting it up for active and pending. And single family, this is for my own search in my neighborhood. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I just want to create a dummy account so you can see what's going on. So when I go to save an auto email, just so you know, down here is how often I can share this information with you and I can have it go ASAP, as I mentioned. And this is important because I don't want to overwhelm you, but I want you to be informed. Okay. So this email goes out. This is how I look at it. And then when I go into your auto email, I can go down here to neighborhood update and see the results. And what this does is I can see the ones that you've hearted. So we're going to come back to this later so that you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so first of all, you're going to get a message asking you if you want to sign up for text message. I do recommend you do that just so that if you are going into high alert mode, that we are able to then help you find the properties more quickly. Okay, and just activate that. That allows me to receive notifications from the portal. And then the other thing is I go to my email and I am setting up my one home. And I need to activate the account here. And I'm going to give myself a password. And I'm going to agree, and you can read through this to activate the account. All right, so then I'm going to save this and I'm going to sign in. And all right, so these are properties in an area of interest to me. And right now they are set up as viewing as a map. I can change this to view as cards so I can see them all at once. And I can also have it view as a list. Now, why I like the list myself is because then I can organize it by price if I want. I cannot organize it by status, and I'm going to be showing you the pending because I want you to see what things are selling for. So this tells you what it was listed for and what it sold for. In this case, it listed and sold for the same price. Okay. And then if I like a property, so let's say I'm looking at this one on Barrow Road, I've actually seen it with a client and I can go into the listing. I can view all the 67 photos if I want, and they'll show up. This is an interesting home because it's a panaboat and it was put on a foundation, but it's a long, skinny lot, so it's not very attractive. And then if I don't like it, I can not see this again. Now, if price is an issue, I don't want to do that because the price may come down. I want to, in fact, heart it if I'm interested, even if the price is too high, because I want to be able to see it. All right. And then what happens is when I go to the matrix and I refresh this page, this is my portal that I'm working from. I can actually see that you like this property. Let me just do this again. All right. We're going to heart a few. All right. And then what you can do is up at the top, you can see, you can actually start a new search if you want. And put in your criteria and save the search. Now, just understand that if I don't have the same criteria on my matrix, that I can't necessarily see it, but you do want to let me know to change a criteria if that works for you. Okay, so we've got this property that we like. We can do the virtual tour. We can see all the features in here. We can see all the details as well. If this is important to you, we will go into more detail. Tell me if you like it. And then if you want, you can add a note. I think this is nice, but maybe a bit small. This is also a great way to leave a note for you and your partner if you're searching together. I can see these notes. Okay. Now these notes come in passively, so I don't get notified that they come in, but they're important for me. I do read them every once in a while. So I can go in here and view listing documents. Now this is where the floor plan is going to be, and I can download the floor plan. And when you're downloading a floor plan, here's the best way I've found to do it, is you go in the entrance and you open the door and you see there's a door here to the garage. There's a sliding glass door or pocket door here to the laundry. You go into the kitchen. This is how I go through floor plans. And then it's an open concept kitchen. I can tell because this isn't a solid wall. And there's a dining room and living room here with stairs going down underneath the bathroom. And then the stairs come down. There's a hallway. There's a primary bedroom. Oh, interesting. Actually, it's going up and two bedrooms up. Is this a good property for you? Yes or no? You can make that decision. Okay, so then I'm going to go back to all my listings here. And I've got my favorites and I can organize them by favorites. So I can not do that. I can also view it as a map, and it'll allow me to see where my favorites are on the map if I want to go and do a drive around. And then, you want to also, when you're looking at a property, you can get a quick view like this. Again, you can heart it. Now, this is a nice property because it's right close to downtown. It's in the downtown Metchosin area. So now I can go in and see which properties you've liked, and I can also see the notes. So that's important for us to communicate with one another. All right. So if you have any questions, let me know. I think this is a great tool, and I'll just go over how to use the GoAgent app shortly. All right. Take care.